Greetings, this is Vane and welcome back to Let's Play Planescape Torment. Okay, let's get out of here. Let's see if we've got anything at fails.
Done.
Come see the burning man.
Not there anymore.
All right.
You'll love it. You, sir, come on in.
I'm gone.
Okay, we've got Tatman, Trist Saviour. Shadow of Ignorance, what's this? Resistance to fire and extra constitution, but less but rejection to wisdom, okay. Yeah, I could do that. Yeah, +3 to hit points, +1 constitution, but -1 wisdom. Yeah. That'll do for now.
The clock seems true. Done.
Okay, let's have a look what we've got.
The clock seems true. All right. Done.
Racks of clothing.
I must rest.
Right. We need to set up camp now.
I'm gone.
Goncalves.
Yes, my master.
The short, heavy-set, middle-aged man is wearing clothes that seem to be spun of glittering gold. His hands he holds a bolt of cloth strung across a wooden frame. He is currently embroidering some pattern onto the fabric. Greetings. The man doesn't seem to acknowledge your presence. He continues to work at his embroidery, muttering under his breath. As he sews, shimmering notes of light seem to sparkle and drop from the tip of the needle. Good sir, did you hear me? The man does not look up from his work, frowning distastefully as he answers, yes, I'm certain that what you need is quite urgent. Now, if you could be silent for just a moment. Just wait quietly. Last, he sets down the embroidery and looks up at you. Before you can speak, however, he suddenly picks up another item and sets right to it. Again, he works with what looks to be tiny coloured drops from a strip of fabric. Let's wait some more. Finally finishes his work, setting it down. Greetings, I'm Goncalves. Now, what was it you were here to see me about? I had questions. I hope it's about garments and like. I shan't ask anything not concerning myself or the store, you know. What were those lights while you were embroidering? That, nothing, sir, but a bit of the art, which at times I weave into fabric when the fancy strikes me. Those items which I lavish enchantments are my most special creations and are rarely sold. What sort of magical clothes do you have available? Goncalves looks over you, frowning. Nothing that would fit you, that is for certain. I'd like to see what you're offering just the same. Okay. So. Anna. What we got for Anna? We can have Jerkin of the Brazen Rogue, nice and purple. Armor class 4. Echo 1, Jerkin and Flint and Shadow, armor class 6. Okay. Yeah, that helps. And his vest. I had questions. Could I buy some needle and thread here? Okay, so you're not going to let us do it, but we can buy needle and thread. It's good to know that I need it. I had some questions. I'm here to pick up a dustman costume. You luck, sir, I happen to have one available. It cost is 30 copper commons. I will take it. Goncalves takes a set of neatly folded robes from under a counter. Here you are, sir. Would warn you, though, if this is for an upcoming masquerade of Lord Erd, many folk are already attending as dustmen. I'll keep that in mind. Farewell, Goncalves. Goncalves. Okay. Man looks at me. Well, did you get it for the costume from Goncalves? Yes, here it is. It cost me 30 commons.
Updated my journal.
Fine, take it here. It touches you 30 copper commons. Now, I'll be off. Wait, Goncalves said many people were already going to this masquerade as dustmen. Did he? Blast. Oh, I'd hate to arrive in such a common costume. I could go and see if he has another ready. Not a bad idea, not bad at all. Quickly, see if that portly Ninkum has another. Would you? I will return with another costume.
Updated my journal.
Tricks?
Go. 20 thief points. How are we doing? We want. Yeah, we'll do something like that.
Ah, the sweet smell of sensates and governors.
I had questions. I wanted to pick up another different costume. Concave nods and smiles. The dustman seemed a bit too common after all her. Well, it just so happens that I have a Gosman costume if you like. Shall cost you 50 coppers. I will take it. Concave receives set for and leather armour, a leather apron and work boots from under account. Here you are, sir. Enjoy the masquerade. Thanks, Concaves. Okay. Well, did you get it? Yes, here it is. It cost me 50 coins.
Updated my journal.
When you discuss it, I snatch the costume from you and shove 50 coins in your hands. Now I have to be off. Farewell. Okay. Let's have a look. What else have we got?
Done.
So late at night.
All right. I'm gone.
We'll go round and cut back, I think.
All right. All right. Done. Done.
What's up? Okay.
Done.
Yeah?
Done. All right. All right.
This man is dressed in soft blue robes and covered with intricate designs. Despite their opulence, however, the robes look wrinkled and worn. You place the man's made somewhere between middle age and early 60s. The worry lines make an exact determination difficult. As you enter, the man slowly turns towards you. As he does, you are suddenly struck with a terrible sense that you know this man, or did at one time. Greetings. The man squints as if trying to place you. Yes, is there something I can help you with? Who are you?
Updated my journal.
I am Ines. He studies you in Thrones. Were you looking for me? I don't know. What is this place? I am an advocate. These are my offices. Inanis's voice takes a best and irritated. Do you seek counsel? If not, you had best test your curiosity elsewhere. An advocate? What's that?
Updated my journal.
Morte breaks in with a whisper. He's saying he's a lawyer, a counsellor. One of those Burks who rattle their bone boxes at the courts. In Alice's deep throat, an advocate provides counsel, helps others navigate the labyrinths of Sigil's legal system, arranges legacies for citizens to ensure that their property is divided as they choose upon death, defend those in Sigil's courts who have been wrongly accused. He pauses. Did you need help in any of these areas? Legacies? They are contracts that are deliverable at the death of the client. They provide specifics on how a person's possessions will be divided upon the advent of their demise. I have also heard them called wills. Are they anything like dustman contracts? Oh my no. The dustman contracts, while they are deliverable at the time of the client's death, bequeaths the client's body to the dustman. Not a pleasant business at all, but some who are poor of means find dustman contracts as means of support. How would one go about invalidating a dustman contract?
Updated my journal.
He frowned slightly. One that is already signed? Little or nothing can be done once the signature is in place. The dustman contract is really quite specific on the destination of the corpse after death. Without the destruction of the contract, there is really nothing that can be done. I see. Do I owe you anything for this information? I am not the sort to charge others for giving them aid of this sort. He smiles slightly. I am an advocate, not a rug merchant, and greed is not permitted to step into my office. Thank you, I am grateful. Perhaps there is something else you can help me with. Farewell. Excuse me for asking, but are you alright? You must excuse me, as of late I have been beset by troubles. I'm afraid it's been a rather trying time these past few years. Anything I could help with? No, there is little that can be done. He nods at you. Nevertheless, I appreciate your offer, thank you. Perhaps talking about your troubles will help ease your mind. Ianis sighs. I do not wish to burden you. I lost my daughter not long ago. There was also the fire, but that is another matter. Tell me about your daughter. Instantly, Ianis seems to collapse into yes. His business-like facade drains from his face to be replaced with cold despair. My daughter, Dianara, passed away some years ago. I saw a woman by that name interred by the memorial hall. She had become a ghost and claimed that she knew me. No. Saw a woman by that name interred in the mortuary hall. Yes, I arranged for a bier to be placed there in the memorial hall. There's no body there, of course, but I hope the bier would serve as a marker by which she could find her way home. It worked. Her spirit resides there now. Or what? Alice looked fast. What did you say? Her spirit now resides in the memorial hall. I spoke with her for a time and she seems to be in distress. You spoke to her? Ines seems to become more confused by the moment. What distresses her? Me, apparently. She said that she loved me and that I loved her and that I had forsaken her. I see, perhaps. Giannis frowns and studies you. His face has become like stone. Are you the one she left Sigil with? The one who led her on the journey that killed you? I am not certain. I think I may have been that man, but I have forgotten much. You. Ines looks right at you are the one. And you say you have forgotten. Ines Joyce looks like he's squaring himself about you have forgotten. But the incident was not so long ago. How can this be? I have a strange condition. I lose myself for a time. Anything you can tell me about myself or your daughter would be invaluable. Countless liars I have known in my tenure in this city. Ianis stares at you. You do not strike me as one of them, at least on this matter. If you truly do not remember, then whatever befell you and my daughter on your journey must have left deep scars. I'm inclined to agree. Then I ask your word on this. If your memory returns and you discover what's happened to my daughter, return to me so that my mind may at last rest on this matter. I will do that. Farewell then. Now leave. I wish to be alone with my thoughts. Farewell then. You see Anis, he turns as you enter and affixes you with a tired graze. There is dark stacks between and he looks as if he has not been sleeping. Greetings, Giannis. You again, he answers far slightly as he says, what is it you want this time? I had some questions for you. Very well, what is it I can help you with? Can you tell me about the fire? There is nothing much to say about the matter. It was a strange localised fire. I cannot imagine that anyone that would have been precious in the documents that were burned, but someone must have wanted them destroyed. Can you tell me what was burnt? A number of old legacies were burnt, and some mementos and other keepsakes of only value to me. Legacies? I see. Perhaps there's something else you can help me with. Tell me about your daughter. Diana, she was young. She had recently joined the Society of Sensation and Sensates. Not an unpleasant faction, but she had met someone there. She followed him on a journey, and there she died. Her bod. I was not even able to recover her body. Do you know where she went on this journey?
Updated my journal.
She never said. It was... I am not certain she was capable of saying where they had gone. It must have been a terrible place. How did she die? I do not know. Her body was never recovered. And perhaps the most maddening part of the mystery, I will never know what possessed her to run off like that, what happened to her, or whatever. Forgive me for asking, but how do you know she's dead if you never saw the body? I'm most curious. I went to a dustman to see if they had found a body, and they directed me to one of their faction outside a dustman monument, a dustman called Death with Names. He has said that to be an oracle of sorts concerning those who have died. He told me my daughter had died. You say she was a sensate? Yes. He becomes slightly more animated, as if warming himself to a precious memory. She had joined them because of her gift. The fact that there was so much about the multiverse she wanted to experience. The sensates lend themselves readily to sharing her experience of sensation. Gift?
Updated my journal.
Oh yes, Giannis nods. Giannis nods. My daughter had the blood of an oracle running through her veins, but it was an unreliable talent. At times she could predict events before they took place. She had sight. She could see through time itself, sift through the threads of fate. See, perhaps there's something else you can help me with. Excuse me for asking, but are you alright? Tell me more about your daughter. Tell me about her, what was she like? Diana, she was young. She had joined... Say she was a sensate. Tell me of the fire. Tell me of your daughter. Any luck in locating the person responsible? No, neither the Harmonium or the Mercicors had any fortune in locating the person responsible. Tell me about your daughter. Talk about that again. Okay. Spirit now resides in a memorial hall. You'd best be speaking figuratively. She has become a spirit. Yes. I will have to seek her out, see if I communicate with her, see what she has kept her here, her state from where on your own. How do you know she has become a spirit? I caught a glimpse of a spectral form of her by a bio in the mortuary. I assumed it was her. I will travel there as soon as I am able to investigate the matter for myself. If your words carry true, sir, then I am indebted towards you. It is no matter. Tell me again of Diana. She says she was a sensate. Tell me more about this fire. Can you tell me what was burnt? Legacies. Okay. Nothing, I must take my leave. Farewell. Okay. Greetings, Yanis. It's a question for you. She's an advocate again. Could use some counsel, actually. Are you all right? Tell me more of your daughter. Tell me about her. What was she like? Sort of memorial. Okay. Not sure what's going on there.
All right.
Might need to come back and do something.
All right. The short, scholarly man, a tight, nervous frown on his face, looks up at you up and down. Greetings. I am Finham. I must beg your pardon, sir, but I care little for guests, if I do otherwise. So unless you have business with me, I would ask you to leave. I have some questions. I would have you know that I'm a scholar and a linguist, sir. While I happily entertain any questions regarding my field of study, language like, I can be no help to you in other matters. Never mind then. Farewell. I'm gone.
Bashed it in a half. I don't know my own strength.
All right.
Yeah. This downtrodden little man scurries about the curator's shop, dusting, cataloguing, moving things about for the place's proprietress.
You notice he smells faintly of onions. Glances up nervously as you approach him. Please, sir, I can't speak with you. I've work to do and my mistress simply won't allow it. I just had a few questions. I'm sorry, sir. Please let me be before my mistress notices me talking to you. Your mistress? The little man nodded. Yes, Mrs. Fatrika. I am Standish, her servant, her slave. I committed the crime, was sentenced to slavery, then purchased in the lower ward, like many of her slaves, most of whom she keeps at her manor. Now, please, I beg of you, leave me be, or she'll become angered and beat me unmercifully. All right, farewell, Standish. The sharp-featured woman's appearance is attractive, though somewhat disturbing, with her blue-black skin and bright yellow eyes. She examines you. A pair of black-like wings unfold from her back, then seem to settle back to her skin. Well, a floating, disembodied prevaricating skull. She narrows her eyes. You're the scarred man who's been going around asking all the questions. She looks you up and down. You sure look lost. Did you want to come in, really, or are you just casing the place in case you have nothing better to do? Because Farishka, she indicates herself, can help you. How can you help me? I travel and trade extensively. I hear a great deal, I purchase a great deal, and I own a great deal. Perhaps I can make you a great deal. Is there anything that you desire? Only answers to some questions. I'll entertain any questions about the merchandise, but I'm not going to be drawn into one of your famous 20 questions about anything around the spire. Understood? Okay, interested in purchasing a slave or servant of Vrishka. What are you, Vrishka? Vrishka sighs out. An Alu fiend, a half-demon. My mother was Tanari, a fiend, and my father was a great king of mortals. Such a rude question. But then you're rather rude looking yourself, aren't you? I had another question. What did you mean by calling Morte prevaricating? Prevaricating. Misrepresenting, perjuring, dissimulating, lying. Oh, did I say that? I meant a floating, disembodied, pontificating scroll, as in dogmatic, always stating opinion in a self-important manner. Farishka smiles innocently. I had another question. Tell me what this place is, at least. What you see within the shop is a result of much trading and travelling across the plains. She makes a sweeping gesture for you of the shop. Weapons, charms, and other specialty items are here for sale here as well. Everything that is rare and oh so exquisite fills its emporium. Your needs, I sate them. Okay. Are you interested in purchasing a slave or servant, Vrishka? Vrishka's full black lips curling a smile. I'm always interested in acquiring more help. Standish, the lazy dullard, helps me around the store, but I could use another body for my manor. Who are you offering? I'll pay 5,000 coins if they're decent. So we can sell Morte, we can sell Anna, or we can sell Dakon. Actually, forget it, I have another question. See, I'm not going to be selling a slave. Because, I mean, Ignis has come up. I've sold Ignis. Okay, let's see your merchandise then. What would you care to examine? Would you care to examine the weapons or some of my more exotic acquisitions? Let's look at the weapons and charms. Okay. What have we got? Hammer of community. Thrice blind charm. Not charm. Tear of Slayer Duli, only used by lawful characters, so I couldn't use that. Charm, recall, divine sensor, teeth of the fire drake. Scroll of Cloud Kill, Spider bracelet. Nope. Heart of the fosterer. Strange object said to have be the heart of the fosterer. According to legend, the fosterer was a sorcerer who built his empire upon the plain of Shao many centuries ago. It's rumoured to have 3,333 hearts, and each of them carried in an evil that it committed a lifetime. Okay. It's a long story, I'm not reading that. But apparently that summons something. Summons Trellons. Got Scroll of Crowd Kill. Angular Eye, I think I've already got that one. It's quite expensive. Well, I can't afford it anyway, so yeah. Here to buy something. Yes, I am. Let's have a look at the exotic items. Retro Smiles, you look at the various shelves in the middle of the shop. If you see something you like, there's none more. Like here, there's more items towards the front and back of the store as well. Okay, we have the Fiend's Tongue, Gorgon Salve, Metal Cube figurine, Monster Jug. Look to the front of the store, look to the back of the store. Okay, let's examine the Fiend's Tongue. You examine what's to be a tongue or a floating jar of risk of front. This is a Fiend's Tongue, a Corrigan's, I believe, but who really knows? It said, placed upon the mouth of any living, it will give the ability of speech, even if it had none before. I sell this oddity for 66 coppers should you want it. So let's have a look. Gorgon Salve. You examine the bottle labelled Gorgon Salve. Vriska holds it up for you. I traded this for some swordsling in Pride World. Perseus, I think, was his name. Smeared onto the surface of any being turned to stone, it will revert them to flesh. Now 100 copper commons. A bargain considering how handy it might be should you ever find a friend of yours transmuted to rock. See other things. 3. Metallic cube figurine. You examine a small replica of a cube-like creature with huge eyes on one of its faces. The toy has 2 legs, 2 arms, 2 folding wings, and at least 18 points of articulation. Vriska smiles as you pick it up. A collector's item perhaps, or a piece of artwork, who knows, but I like it. If you do buy it, ask around, someone might know more about it than I. You can have it for only 1,500 copper coins. Okay. Monster Jug. You examine a plain looking jug. Despite its common appearance, you feel reluctant to touch the thing, as if it might bite you. Vriska watches you, chuckling, then shrugs. It's a jug. It's got some sort of monster trap in it. That's why your hair's prickling up like that. If you want it, it's only 123 coppers. Okay. Look towards the front of the store. You look the various shelves towards the front of the store. You have baby oil. Examine a number of small bottles, each labelled with baby oil. Vriska picks one up and presents. If interested, it's the real thing, of course. Thousands of mewling mortal babies went into making the stuff. No thanks, let me see the other stuff. Chocolate Crasit. You examine a twisted little imp-like creature sculpted out of pure milk chocolate. It looks delicious, does it not? I imported it from the lower plains. These are rare, you know, quite prized by lovers of chocolates and confections. It's a real quasit, a fiendish familiar, polymorphed into chocolate by powerful sorcery. It's only 199 coppers. Okay, Codex of the Inconceivable. You examine a rather unassuming book held close by a tiny brass lock. That, is the Codex of the Inconceivable. I'll only say that we're just, well, I cannot explain. Mere words won't suffice. You can own it yourself for mere 1,000 copper commons, and believe me, it's well worth it. Okay. Diva's Tears. You examine a small glass labels Diva's Tears. These were collected from a diva who was captured during the Blood War skirmish. The fiends tormented the imprisoned agent for eons before she at last escaped. This bottle holds the 12 tears he shed in that time. Their price is but 100 copper commons. Okay. The Elixir of Horrific Separation. You examine a bottle labelled as the Elixir of Horrific Separation. Friska presents it to you. This stuff was compounded by a scholar who found she possessed a darker half, a side of her which took control at times and bade her to do awful things. His potion was to have split the dark half away from her, creating two separate beings. Mercy killers, however, found and executed her for a string of depraved murders before she could use it. I'd charge only 200 copper commons for it. Nope. Look at the back of the store. We have the stained dens. Examine the stained lens. You examine a stained glass, ground glass lens the width of your hand, held in a buff-steel ring. It is small geared protrusion coming off the ring makes it look as if the lens could attach to some sort of clockwork machine, and it smells faintly of horrible perfume. Arishka holds it up to you. I've no idea what that really is, but it radiates fairly powerful magic. An old soldier named Gysis brought it up to me from a lower plane battlefield. He'd murdered his own men in order to escape its tour of duty there, and brought me a number of interesting items he collected over the course of the campaign. I've kept it mostly as a conversation piece, though you may have it for 149 copper coins if you like. Okay. Yevra's ring. You examine a ring in a small padded case. Rishka holds it up so you can see it more closely. This is Yevra's ring of almost invisibility. It makes the wearer invisible. Well, almost. I'll part with it for a meagre sum of 349 copper pieces. Okay. Examine the rune-covered Alstain. Examine a large pool of Alstain covered in strange runes. Rishka holds it up for you to see more closely. An almug of unusual manufacture which keeps its contents, usually beer of course, icy cold whatever the surrounding the temperature. 299 copper commons, and you'll enjoy the frostiest ale you've ever had outside the paraplane of ice. Okay, so that's a frost out mug. So examine a tattered rag doll. Years have not been kind to this tiny rag doll. It is coming apart at the seams and it looks like its threads are unravelling. It's obviously intended to be a replica of the Lady of Pain, but the button eyes and the plush softness don't strike much fear into your heart. Vrishka holds it up to you. This was found in a well-trepped strongbox sunk deep beneath the surface of Sigil. It's part of a small hoard of treasure and forbidden magical texts, though I don't know what it's for. If you like it, it's only 99 copper coins. No thanks. Farewell, Vrishka. Okay.
I'm gone. Done. I'm gone. I'm gone. All right.
Okay.
Done.
If you keep bobbing about, Skull, I'm gonna mount you in the end of a pike.
Done.
Okay, so I'm going to leave it here. This has been Vane doing Let's Play Planescape Torment. If you like what you're seeing here, be sure to like, subscribe, share and comment. Please consider sponsoring me on Patreon, and until next time, goodbye.